Hi friends, we are given this function f of x equal to x by 1 plus x square. Now clearly this function is an odd function. Okay, f of minus x is minus of f of x, minus f of x, right? Because this x will be replaced with minus x and x square will remain same even if we replace with minus x square, minus x, right? Now x belongs to R. This is the condition. So whatever, let's understand this function for x when x is positive. And obviously for x is negative, because this is an odd function, that will be mirror image with respect to origin. Okay, let us understand for when x is positive, what happens to this x by 1 plus x square. Okay, so when x is positive, let us try this root x minus 1 by root x whole square. Okay, x is positive, so root x can be defined. Whole square will always be greater than or equal to 0. What does that mean? X plus 1 by x minus 2 minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2ab will always be greater than or equal to 0. That means x plus 1 by x will always be greater than or equal to 2. What does that mean? X square plus 1 by x will always be greater than or equal to 2. That means x by x square plus 1 will always be less than or equal to half. Okay? When is this half? When x equal to 1. When x equal to 1, 1 by 1 plus 1, which is equal to half. Right? Now, this expression is always whenever x is positive, x by 1 plus x square is always less than or equal to half. Right? Now, this is an odd function. What does that mean? F of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. Minus of f of x. For example, this one is always less than or equal to half. And what is f of 0? F of 0 we can clearly see 0 by 1 plus 0, which is equal to 0. Basically, this function goes from 0 and goes to half and then again comes down, right? For example, x is very large. Let's say x is 100 or 1000 whatsoever. Then 1 plus x square will dominate x, right? So this fraction will become smaller again, x by 1 plus x square. And x becomes large, x will be smaller than x 1 x square. So the denominator will become large and this fraction will go smaller. Right. So now what does that mean? This graph of this function, when it is 0, it can go up to 0.5 and will start reducing again. Okay. This is when x is positive. This is a graph will look like this. Now this f of x is an odd function. What does that mean? With respect to mirror image. With respect to this thing, whatever x, y we have. F of x, f of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. For example, if 1 and 0.5 point is here, obviously minus 1 and minus 0.5. Minus 1 and minus 0.5 will be here. Okay. Likewise, whatever the points are here, x and y, minus x, minus y will be on this side. Obviously, what that means, the lowest point here will be minus 0.5. This is the exact mirror image with respect to origin. What does that mean? If you flip this graph like this by 180 degrees, you'll still get the same graph. If you rotate this graph by 180 degrees, you'll get the same graph. That is how we say whether it is an odd function or not. If it is in an even function, it will be symmetric with respect to y-axis, like this. This one will be equal to this one. Whereas if it is symmetric about origin, what do you mean by symmetric about origin? At 1, if it is 0.5, at minus 1, it should be minus 0.5, whatever. Okay, at 0.5, if it is something, at minus 0.5, it should be the same thing. Okay, so that's why it's an odd function. So f of x equal to f of minus x equal to minus of f of x. So obviously the negative part of it in Q3 will be the mirror image with respect to origin of Q1 graph. Okay, and f of 0 is anyway 0. What does that mean? This function, the maximum is half. What does that mean? The minimum is minus half. Where is minus half? When it is minus 1. X equal to minus 1. Then minus 1 by 1 plus 1, which is equal to minus half. Okay, that is the question. Very simple question. So what is the range of this function? Range means limit of y's. right? From where to where it is going, this function. It is going from minus zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.5. This function can never become, let's say 2 or 10 or whatsoever. It can only the y, this x by x square, which is equal to y, can range only between plus zero point 0.5 and minus zero point 0.5. So that is the correct answer. The range is minus zero point 0.5 to 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and it is a closed bracket, both inclusive. Right, guys? Very simple problem. The little trick is aim using aim GM inequality or using some other way also we can still prove this. And then understand that this is an odd function, behavior of odd functions. Thank you guys.